If you're anything like me, you've spent way too much time worrying. Worrying about what people think, worrying about what people say about you, comparing your life to someone else's Instagram perfect life. But what if you spent less time worrying about what other people thought about you and, put simply, stopped giving so many f***s? I reckon we all care too much about what other people think. And this is one of the reasons we don't do some of the things that we've always wanted to do. And I reckon it's one of the reasons we don't often wear the clothes we love. We're worried that people will think we look silly, or we look fat, or we're uncool, or we're just plain scared of being judged.
And this is why I haven't vlogged before. I suppose I've worried too much about what other people will think. Will they think I've got a boring life? Will they think I'm ugly when I'm not studio lit? Will they think that I am just a try-hard? I don't know. It's just stopped me from doing a vlog and doing lots of things in my life. But I have realized, and pretty recently I've realized this, that the only thing that really matters at the end of the day is what you think. Now, I'm not suggesting that we don't give a f about anything or anyone. And in fact, I think that's probably impossible. But what I am saying is that it's possibly time for us to all give fewer f***s than we have been. So welcome to my very first vlog, where I'm trying very hard to give less f***s. And throughout this vlog, I want to share with you how I'm doing that. So hopefully by the end of it, you'll be giving less too.
So this walk here is a coastal walk from one of the local beaches where I live to the other, and it's a walk that I take pretty much most days. Usually I'm here with my dogs, but they're in the kennel while we try and sell the house and have open homes. We just thought that that would be so much easier. And this walk is just so gorgeous. As you can see here, it's right on the coast. The sun was out a minute ago, but it's kind of gone behind the clouds for the moment. And I just want to show you Rangitoto Island, which is actually it's a volcano that was once active and is no longer, and it sits out in the harbour and it looks really cool. So I'm going to turn the camera around and you can have a look at this.
So that out there is Rangitoto. It's pretty cool, right? Now, back to giving less f***s. For starters, giving a f*** basically just means that you care, and that's okay. But giving too many f***s means you care too much, and yes, that really is a thing. There are things that we should care about, like our family, friends, partners, our health, our money, our career, our time. And then there are things we shouldn't care about, but we often do, like what other people think about you, whether or not people like you, whether people approve of your decisions, and most importantly, the things you can't control or change in your life. And the problem is when we care too much about what people think and the things that we can't change, we become afraid to take chances, and our comfort zone starts to shrink and we start holding back in life, and therein lies the problem.
So how do we stop giving a f*** about the things that don't really matter? There are a couple of things that I do that work really well, and today I'm going to share them with you. But first, check this out.
This is a native bush reserve and it's right on my doorstep, and I wanted to show you guys because it's a place that I love hanging out, going for walks in, and it's just good for calming my mind and giving me a sense of peace. I'm a little bit out of breath after that. I just walked up a big hill, so it got me thinking too. The one thing that I need to care less about is the idea of talking to my camera and vlogging in public. And you definitely get some strange looks, and it's not something that I have obviously done much of before, so I'm going to have to learn to care less about what people think of me doing this if I want to keep vlogging. Interesting thing too, when I was just walking through that bush trail, I've always been so carefree, not scared at all. I walk in there day and night, but in my area there have been a few really horrible attacks on women. 3 women locally have been attacked walking on not exactly these trails, but some trails close by here, and today was the first time I was in there and I actually felt slightly nervous, which I don't like. I don't like having to feel like that, because they win if we start changing the way we feel and we operate. But given that there is a real danger and there is a threat, it's probably something I should actually care about. But I think it's about managing how much I care and how many f***s I give to this sort of thing, and also just being sensible and safe as well. So I had one earphone in, one out, so that I could kind of keep an ear out in case anyone was around. But that was interesting for me. It's sad. But let me show you the view from where I'm sitting now.
The number one thing I do if I'm overthinking something, or if I'm worrying too much about what other people think, I say to myself, will this really matter in a year's time? How will I feel about this in a year from now? If the answer is you don't really care, well then guess how many you need to give? Zero. Zero. It really doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter in the long run, it really shouldn't matter now. The other question that I ask myself is, why do I care? Why do I give a about this? Is it because it's really important? Or is it because I'm conditioned to think that it's something that I should care about? Sometimes we care about things for the simple reason that that's just how we've grown up. That's how we've been conditioned to think and believe and respond to situations. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right way, or that it's the way that works for us now. So sometimes it really does help to ask yourself, why? Why do I care so much? Have I been brainwashed by the media? Or is this just something that everyone in my family does? Think about why you're feeling that way, and that sometimes makes it easier to unpack the reasons behind it and to let go of caring so much. Okay, it's Wednesday now, and so much for my vlogging. I haven't actually vlogged anything since, must have been Sunday, I think. But yeah, you've just got to bear with me because I'm still learning this whole vlogging gig, and I keep forgetting to bring my camera with me. But today I've just arrived at my gym. It's a fairly industrial area. My gym's actually just moved. It was down the road and it was right next to cafes and cute little places where I could go and grab a coffee after my workout or go and grab a bite to eat for lunch. So I think the fact that my gym has moved means that I'll save money because it's not so easy to spend, and also I think it'll be good because I won't be as tempted to treat myself after the gym. So anyway, I will I'll bring you into the gym and just show you a few of the things that I do. But yeah, I come to the gym 3 times a week to do weight sessions with a personal trainer here in Auckland, and my gym is called Vision PT and it's in Ponsonby. The great thing about this gym is that you do have a personal trainer with you, and I find that that just keeps me accountable and kind of helps me show up as well and not make excuses not to come, and sometimes that's just what I need. Anyway, I'm gonna be late, so let's just go in. For me, one of the best ways to stop giving about things that really don't deserve it is to get busy. If you're really busy doing stuff that you enjoy, you don't have time. You really just don't have time to overthink things and care too much about the unimportant stuff. So if you tend to sweat the small stuff, get some big, exciting stuff to focus on. Get a big goal or do something you've always wanted to do but you've been too scared to do it. Have something far bigger and far more important to focus your time and energy on. The other thing that works really well for me is finding my happy place. Now, for me, my happy place is going for a power walk, getting some exercise, taking my dogs for a walk, or just walking along the beach and clearing my mind. There are a few things that I know that I can do at pretty much any time when I'm just feeling like I'm getting wound up about something and I'm caring too much. So find your happy place. What is it? Is it going for a run, or is it getting out in nature? Is it meditating? Is it practicing mindfulness? Whatever it is, find your happy place and know that when you are starting to give too many f***s and get wound up about something that really doesn't deserve it, remove yourself to the happy place, and it takes your focus away from the unimportant stuff and lets you enjoy the things that you do get joy and happiness from.
Hello. Hi.